Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it.
So who do you like in Canelo versus Crawford?
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was when he was younger.
Canelo might have just made the biggest mistake of his career. Mark your calendars. The 14th of September, Las Vegas, it's official.
Canelo Alvarez might have just made the biggest mistake of his legendary career. Mark the date, September 14th, Las Vegas. Boxing's biggest superstar steps into the ring against the sport's most dangerous closer, Terence Bud Crawford.
Building, man. And then the best man did his thing, man. Crawford, I knew he was crafty. I told everybody he got a new nickname, Crafty Crawford, and he showed all that craftsmanship here tonight. The speed was too much. That 140 moving up, it happened to me and Pacquiao. Those little guys, as they move up, they bring all that speed, and he also had the power. And Spence was just a little slow. I thought he was a little slow against Danny. That's why he didn't stop Danny. He stopped Ugas, but I thought he was a little slow. And that thing that he does that's never been broken. Jab, 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 boom, body shot. Jab, jab, body shot. It's never been broken till now, till today, till tonight. And now the new undisputed champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Salute 3 times.
To champions, 1 ring. But this might be a trap, and Canelo's walking straight into it. Because Crawford isn't just chasing belts, he's chasing legacy. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard moved up to fight Marvin Hagler.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Crawford wants to prove he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Canelo, on the other hand, has been playing his safe beating guys everyone expected him to be.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
But Crawford is a different beast. He's undefeated, pound for pounding, he's got nothing to lose. Let's break it down. While Canelo was stacking wins over names like GGG and Bivol.
Eso. Venga. 5, venga. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso. Enjoy.
Crawford was quietly preparing for war, and boxing legends are warning Canelo could be in serious danger. Here's the truth: Canelo's not the same fighter he was 5 years ago. He's slower, more calculated, and he's never faced someone like Bud Crawford. This isn't just a fight. It feels like a gamble, a desperate one.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Alashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't f with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off. Yeah. So
Canelo running from Benavides. What is that? I mean, imagine if I ever ran from anybody. Like, did I run from somebody in my career? No. Did Chavez run from somebody in his career? No. Chavez was 87-0. Imagine that. So to me, that's the all-time greatest fighter.
Do you feel that he is now begun the descent and he's not in his prime anymore?
I did see him slow down. I think his feet were a little slow. I saw his left hand was a little hurt. I don't know if it was from an injury beforehand but I did see something in his left hand. Given the fact that it was an 18 by 18 ring, which gives Canelo the advantage, and he couldn't stop him. I mean, it goes to show you that, his abilities are still his abilities, but in his mind, he wasn't confident enough to go out there and just knock him out. But when he dropped them, you just go after him, throw a barrage of punches, and the referee stops it, especially if you're in Mexico. It goes the 12 rounds, and he's going to get the criticism. He brought that upon himself.
His recent wins like over Charlo fell flat. Fans started asking, is Canelo avoiding real threats? His latest fight against William Skull, another letdown. No viral moments, no knockouts. It felt like Canelo was going through the motions, not fighting like the face of boxing. Then Crawford came into the picture, and suddenly people started paying attention again for Canelo. This is great publicity, but for Bud, this is personal. Crawford is cut from a different cloth. He's conquered every division from lightweight to super welterweight. Every level he climbs, he dominates. Now he's jumping to divisions to meet Canelo at 168 pounds.
He's patient enough. He knows what he needs to do. But if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress. And he knew that, if you know Terence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know? And he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night. And that's why he was stuck. He won't make that kind of mistake against Canelo Alvarez. And again, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with,
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting individually. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about timing.
But this isn't reckless. Bub's training smart, high altitude, heavy, sparring. Even Floyd Mayweather is advising his camp, but isn't here to survive. He's here to win. Just like he broke down Errol Spence, he's planning to break down Canelo mentally, physically, and technically. That's what makes Bud dangerous. He's not just tough, he's a genius in the ring, calm, cold, calculated until it's time to strike. People say Canelo's too big for Bud, but let's be honest, Canelo's been fighting smaller guys lately.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm going to take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they going to cry when they go home. They gonna cry.
Go ahead.
Wow. If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Charlo, Ryder, Plant, none of them are as sharp as Bud. And don't forget, Canelo lost to Bivol not because of power, but because of movement and timing. And that's Crawford's specialty. Yes, Canelo hits hard, but Bud has handled heavy hitters before. He doesn't brawl, he outhinks, traps, and breaks opponents down. Canelo's never faced anyone who can switch styles mid-fight and break your rhythm. Bud is all that and more. Crawford has...
Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's gonna do to him? Run him out of the ring. You know what's laughable also? Dana White being named the promoter of this fight, considering he's never been in the boxing space. Has no stable of boxers. He didn't negotiate. And is being handed this fight on a silver platter and called promoter. He's the trust fund baby of boxing. That's it. The trust fund baby of boxing. And get this. The fight will take place during the day on September 13th in Las Vegas. During the day. So Canelo will fight during the day on Netflix just to accommodate UFC Noche later that evening on a different network. So does that mean this fight isn't important? Do they not give a about the fans or viewership? Why is it that Canelo has to fight during the day on Mexican Independence Weekend? And UFC with a roster of names I've never heard of is going on prime time. Cinco de Mayo. He's fighting in Riyadh and now he's fighting during the day on the biggest weekend in boxing. Yeah, Canelo will fight anywhere. Anytime he's told because he doesn't give a... All he cares is about the money. Doesn't give a... Fans.
The momentum. He's fresh, focused, and in his prime. Canelo. He's had injuries, distractions, and even whispers of retirement. Let's not forget Canelo's fought over 80 times. That mileage is real. Meanwhile, but it's still sharp and improving if Canelo doesn't dominate early, but will take over late. Crawford's training camp is all about brains, not just brawn. Strategy is everything. They're not just training there. Building a blueprint, bigger sparring partners, tactical drills, recovery science. While Canelo sticks to old methods, but is evolving, even legends are divided.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you
of
feel
course, yeah. I like Terence. I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and, you know, but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
Ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo.
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything.
I'll ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo.
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Do you see that fight now differently based on how Canelo performed against Skull Eddie?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
It wasn't just the fact that he couldn't cut the ring off. I just feel like the timing now, the age, Canelo is amazing. I mean, not just because of his ability and what he's accomplished, but the fact that he still has the desire for those training camps and those fights. But I just feel like that desire might be fading a little bit. Not because of his love, but just because of age and life. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like the Crawford fight will definitely get him up for it. But I was actually watching that fight thinking I wouldn't be surprised if he retired and actually didn't fight Crawford, because I don't think he'll want to lose to Crawford, a much smaller guy, just because he's at the end of the road. But the fight's so big and the money's so big, he's gonna have to take it. I bet he retires after that fight.
Mayweather's staying quiet, but respects Bud's brain. Andre Ward is backing Bud. Roy Jones Jr. calls him the best finisher of this generation. Shocker Stevenson agrees. Yes, Canelo unified 168 and made history, but critics still whisper, cherry-picked fights, protected resume. Crawford is the test that could shut them up forever, but if he loses, it'll sting worse than the Bivol loss. Because Bud is smaller, supposedly less powerful. If Bud wins, it's pure skill, no excuses. This isn't a YouTube exhibition. This is chess with blood. One wrong move, and Canelo loses it all. Could this be the end of Canelo's era? Or will he remind the world why he's the king? Drop your predictions below, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We've got more Fight Night Fire coming your way.